Okay, this is from the United States Department of Justice website, justice.gov, Thursday, January 14th, 2021. MS-13's highest-ranking leaders charged with terrorism offenses in the United States. Earlier today, this is a press release I'm reading off of the Department of Justice site. Okay. Earlier today, an indictment was unsealed in Central Islip, New York, charging 14 of the world's highest-ranking MS-13 leaders, who are known today as the Ranfla Nacional, which is spelled R-A-N-F-L-A, second word N-A-C-I-O-N-A-L, which operated as the organization's board of directors and directed MS-13's violence and criminal activity around the world for almost 2 decades. Specifically, the indictments charge the defendants with conspiracy to provide and conceal material support to terrorists, conspiracy to commit acts of terrorism transcending national boundaries, conspiracy to finance terrorism, and narco-terrorism conspiracy in connection with the defendants' leadership of the transnational criminal organization over the past 2 decades from El Salvador, the United States, Mexico, and elsewhere. Defendant Borramo Enrique Henriquez. So the first name is Borromeo. The middle is Enrique. Last name Henriquez. And it says otherwise known as Diablito de Hollywood. Is widely recognized as the most powerful member of the Ranfla Nacional. 3 of the indicted defendants, Freddie Ivan Janraz Parada, aka Lucky de Parkview, and Lackey de Parkview, Cesar Humberto Lopez Larios, otherwise known as Algrines de Stoners, and Ose de Stoners, and, okay, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can read all these names, okay? We'll continue. Remain at large and should be considered armed and dangerous. Members of the public with information concerning their whereabouts are strongly encouraged to contact the FBI. And then they give you the numbers to call. Or to contact ICE. Okay, together FBI and HSI have offered $20,000 in reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of these 3 fugitives. Henriquez and 10 other defendants are in custody in El Salvador. The United States will explore options for their extradition to the United States with the government of El Salvador. Acting General Jeffrey Rosen, Acting U.S. Attorney Seth D. Ducharme for the Eastern District of New York, Director of Joint Task Force Vulcan, otherwise known as JTFV, John J. Durham, FBI Director Christopher A. Wray, and Executive Associate Director Derek Binner of HSI announced the unsealing of the indictment. Again, today is January 14th. This is awesome. Acting Attorney General Rosen said, the indictment announced today is the highest-reaching and most sweeping indictment targeting MS-13 and its command and control structure in U.S. history. When Attorney General Barr announced the creation of JTFV in August of 2019, he envisioned a whole-of-government approach that would combine proven prosecution tools from the past with innovative strategies designed specifically to eliminate MS-13's leadership ability to operate the gang and direct its terrorist activity. This indictment reflects an important step toward achieving that goal. By working side by side with our U.S. law enforcement partners and with our partners in El Salvador, we have charged MS-13's highest-ranking leaders with operating a transnational criminal organization that utilizes terror to impose their will on neighborhoods, businesses, and innocent civilians across the United States and Central America. MS-13 is responsible for a wave of death and violence that has terrorized communities, leaving neighborhoods on Long Island and throughout the Eastern District of New York awash in bloodshed, said Acting Attorney Seth Ducharme. Even when incarcerated, the Ranfla Nacional continued to direct MS-13's global operations, recruit new members, including children, into MS-13 and orchestrate murder and mayhem around the world. Today's groundbreaking indictment seeks to demolish MS-13 by targeting its command and control structure and holding MS-13's board of directors accountable for their terrorist actions. The FBI is committed to combating all forms of terrorism that threaten the American people as well as our international partners, said FBI Director Chris Wray. In collaboration with our federal, state, local, and international partners, we took aggressive steps to target and pursue some of the highest level of leadership of MS-13. This operation is a clear signal to others who engage in this type of transnational criminal activity. The FBI will work tirelessly to bring them to justice wherever they are based. For over a decade, HSI has remained steadfast in our resolve to dismantle transnational gangs like MS-13. As one of the most violent and dangerous criminal enterprises, MS-13 and Ranfla Nacional were directly responsible for unthinkable violence and criminal activity in communities across the United States and throughout Central America. As a result of the hard work and substantial resources dedicated to the Joint Task Force Volcan by our domestic and international law enforcement partners, this indictment will have a lasting disruptive effect on the future global illicit activities of the transnational criminal organization. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of this press release. You get the point. They're unsealing indictments. This is big because if we have a criminal element this large, and you know what this group did. We don't even want to talk about it. Just sick stuff. And so I'm going to put a link in the description bar to the full press release today. All is well. God bless you all.